Sometimes, as the years gather quietly behind us, like soft shadows stretching across a late afternoon porch, we begin to notice how even the simplest movements feel heavier than before, and there's a quiet worry that settles in the chest. The worry that our strength might be slipping away faster than our memories can hold it. The worry that protein, energy, and vitality are becoming harder to maintain no matter how gently we try to care for ourselves. And it can feel almost unfair, almost discouraging, when something as basic as preparing an egg becomes a small chore rather than a familiar comfort. So today I want to speak to you gently, honestly, and with the warmth of someone sitting beside you. Because there is a simple shift, a tiny daily choice, that may help your body feel nourished again without the strain or fuss. And it begins with understanding why the body changes the way it does as we age. Why muscles that once felt so dependable now feel tender or slower to respond. And why protein, that quiet builder inside our cells, becomes something we must pay closer attention to. As we get older, the body doesn't absorb protein as easily as it once did. The digestive system works a little more slowly. The muscles regenerate with more caution, and inflammation, especially in the joints, hips, and knees, can gradually interfere with how our bodies use nutrients, making us feel drained even when we think we're eating enough. But the comforting truth is that the solution doesn't always require cooking, cracking eggs, or preparing full meals. It can start with something as humble and familiar as a handful of nuts, those tiny natural powerhouses that grow quietly from the earth and have been sustaining humans longer than most foods we rely on today. And among all the choices, there's a special group I want to share with you. One that offers protein, healthy fats, and gentle support for aging joints. Almonds, walnuts, and pistachios, a trio of simple, wholesome nuts that can step in where eggs sometimes feel like too much trouble. Each one offering an easy, natural way to strengthen your body without overwhelming your daily routine, especially on mornings when energy feels thin or evenings when you want something comforting without preparation. If you choose almonds, for instance, you're choosing a nut that carries around 6 grams of protein in just a small handful, along with vitamin E that helps soothe inflammation that quietly settles in the joints. Walnuts offer plant-based omega-3s that cushion stiff knees and shoulders. And pistachios provide nearly complete proteins that are remarkably helpful for seniors who want nourishment without heaviness, all while supporting heart health and steady blood sugar, which becomes more important with every passing year. The beauty of this remedy lies in its simplicity. You don't need to roast them, salt them, or blend them. Just keep a small jar nearby, in the kitchen, on a bedside table, or even next to your favorite chair, and allow yourself one small handful every day, preferably in the earlier part of the day when your body is ready to use that protein for muscle repair, balance, and mobility. If mornings are difficult or your appetite feels slow, pair the nuts with warm water or herbal tea. Nothing complicated, just warmth to help digestion wake up gently. And as you make this a habit, day by day, something subtle begins to happen. Your muscles may start to feel a little more supported, your steps a little steadier, and you may notice that rising from a chair or walking short distances becomes less of a negotiation with your joints and more of a natural movement again. These improvements aren't dramatic or sudden, but they are real. They're the kind that come quietly, a little at a time, like strength remembering its way back home. And you might feel a slight warmth in your hands, better focus in the afternoon, or a gentle easing of morning stiffness, signs that your body is responding to nourishment that doesn't overwhelm it, but instead works with it, patiently and consistently. And as this daily ritual becomes familiar, like a small promise you make to yourself, you may feel a renewed sense of trust in your body again, a soft reassurance that you still have so much resilience within you, because the human body, even in its later chapters, has an extraordinary ability to rebuild when we give it just a little help. And a handful of nuts, simple, unprocessed, close to nature, can be part of that help. So if eggs feel like too much, or if you simply want an easier source of protein that supports your heart, your joints, and your daily strength, let these nuts be your gentle companions. Let them remind you that taking care of yourself doesn't always require effort or complexity. Sometimes it just requires consistency, patience, and the willingness to try a small change that honors the body you have today. And as you continue this practice, I hope you feel not only the physical benefits, but also a quiet sense of gratitude. Gratitude for the body that has carried you through decades. Gratitude for the simple foods that still nourish you deeply. And gratitude for the chance to choose, even now, tiny habits that bring renewed life into your days. You deserve strength, you deserve ease, and you deserve to feel supported in ways that are simple and kind. So let this be a reminder that healing doesn't always come from big decisions. Sometimes it comes from a few small nuts, a moment of calm, and the gentle belief that your body can still grow stronger, one day at a time, one handful at a time, one breath at a time.